Hello everybody. So today we will see the concept of Fermi temperature. So Fermi temperature, it is a theoretical concept. Why? Because practically or experimentally you cannot obtain such a greater temperature. So Fermi temperature is nothing but it is defined as the temperature at which the average thermal energy, that is the average kBT of a free electron in a solid material, becomes equal to Fermi energy at 0 degree Kelvin. That is, this is kBT will be equal to Fermi energy at 0 degree Kelvin. So the definition here you can see the temperature at which the average thermal energy of the free electron in a solid or a material becomes equal to the Fermi energy at 0 degree Kelvin. So T is equal to EF naught. I said this is average thermal energy. Then this T, this is Fermi energy at 0 degree Kelvin. So T will become T equal to TF, that is Fermi temperature. But we know that in the earlier video I have said that EF naught is approximately equal to F at any temperature. That is, whatever might be the temperature greater than 0, we are going to take EF naught equal to EF. So EF naught is nothing but kBTF. This is equal to EF. So from this I write TF is equal to EF divided by kB. So this is the expression for Fermi temperature. So now if I substitute some values, for example, I will consider an example where EF is equal to 3 electron volt. Okay, in metals EF will be of the order of few electron volts. So I am going to consider EF equal to 3 electron volt. If EF equal to 3 electron volt, then TF is equal to 3 electron volt divided by kB. So kB is 1.38 into 10 raised to minus 19. So now 3 electron volt is 3 into electron volt should be converted into joules, which is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 divided by 1.38 into 10 raised to minus 23. Okay, so now if I solve this, so 10 power minus 19, here I am left with 10 power minus 4. So I get a temperature 34783 Kelvin, that is 34,783 Kelvin, and this temperature is very high to be realized because at ordinary temperatures electrons can have thermal energy equivalent to Fermi energy. Hence we say this TF to be a theoretical concept. Why? Because we cannot realize such a greater temperature which is of the order of 34,000 Kelvin. Next we will see what is Fermi velocity. So Fermi velocity is represented by Vf. So the velocity of the electrons which occupy the Fermi level. So you know that the energy levels are filled in this way and the topmost filled level is called as the Fermi level. So what is the velocity? So here electrons are present. Okay, this is the Fermi level where electrons are present, and what is the velocity of these electrons is called as Fermi velocity. So we have as the electrons are in motion, we have EF is equal to half m Vf square, that is the kinetic energy. As we are considering the Fermi level, I write EF is equal to half m Vf square. So from this I write Vf is equal to root of 2EF divided by m. So this is the expression for Fermi velocity. This Fermi temperature and Fermi velocity, we want this for solving problems. Now let us see the concept of effective mass. So effective mass is nothing but, here you see every time I have just written m. This is mass of the electron I said, which is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg we were saying. But now effective mass is nothing but when you have a metal and that metal is subjected to an electric field. Okay, when the metal is subjected to an electric field, the free electrons which are present that are moving throughout the body of the metal. I said there are free electrons. This is lattice ion. Because of this lattice ion, from here you have an electron, Similarly here electron, these electrons are the free electrons which are moving throughout the body of the metal. So these free electrons, now when this metal is subjected to an electric field E, then the electrons, what they do, they move under a combined effect of this electric field together with the periodic potential from the lattice ions. So then what happens, the electrons which are present here responds as if they possess a mass called as effective mass. That effective mass is represented by m star. So whenever we speak about quantum free electron theory, this effective mass, that is m star, comes into effect. When we were speaking about the classical free electron theory, we just use m as effective mass, but for quantum free electron theory we use it as m star, where m star is nothing but the response of the effective mass of the electrons when they are under the influence of an external electric field, and also the periodic potential from the lattice ions.